Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Um, I was eating these chips, right? And I already know I eat loud. Even when my mouth is closed, I be chomping, And usually I love the way I eat, because my little cheeks be moving like this, you know. So apparently, I know I chew loud, very, very loud, It's kind of annoying to other people and me, myself, But, I can't help it, unless I just stop eating, But I'm not gonna do that, because then I'll die. So I even try to chew, but like in an hour, or it could be a second. It could be like I'm chewing, and then I stop chewing, and then I start chewing again, so people can't really hear me chew. It can be chips, popcorn, anything what is kind of like crispy, anything. So I was eating these chips, right? And I was in the car with my mom, right? And I was sitting right behind her, right? And she was like, "What is that sound?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "Are you eating chips?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm eating chips. She's like, "You chomp so loud, You eat way too loud. And I understand that I eat too loud, but she's like, "Oh, I can hear you eating. So move to the opposite side. This is why I'm right here, instead of being on that side. So she's like, move to the other side because I don't want to hear you chomping. And I'm like, okay, I already know I eat very loudly. Of course, it's an annoying. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just stop eating chips altogether or anything like very crispy snacks. I'm eating this non-alcohol, you know. So I was like, I can't eat nothing like crispy when people is right next to me or aside to me or like across from me, because maybe they will hear me chomping, or eating very, very loud. And I don't know if it just the snacks what is crispy or other foods. I can hear myself chomping, my not chomping but eating, and I can hear it vibrating into my head. I bet you guys like you don't hear yourself chomping or eating very loudly. You should stop. I can't stop because then I'll stop eating, because I eat loudly. I don't know how does that come about, but I eat loudly. If you're annoyed by that, don't sit by me. Makes no sense. But yeah, I couldn't like go anywhere else because I was in the car. So I had to move from behind her to the opposite side. So I didn't really care. It's just me. I am who I am. Sometimes I don't even know who I am. So yeah, I think that's how it came about, that I eat too loudly. I don't know. Maybe everything's wrong with me. I don't think everything's wrong with me. I just eat loud. It's just how Jesus or God made me. He wanted me to eat loud. He wanted me to have birthmarks. He wanted me to be cutesy small. He wanted me to be this color, and other stuff. So, do it bothers me. I bet you guys want to ask me, do it bothers me how I eat. Sometimes it bothers myself. Sometimes I bother myself eating, the like crispy snacks or anything, loud. And sometimes it don't because I'm enjoying myself eating. I'm not enjoying the part when I'm like eating very loudly, but I enjoy myself eating. When I was younger, I didn't like to eat, and I was very underweight. I was like a toothpick. At this point, I bet you if you see my brother, he's a toothpick. But I was much skinnier than him and much smaller. Everybody made fun of me because I was small, skinny, very, very skinny. You can't like see my bones, but I have a little bit of meat on me. Uh, I don't think I have a picture when I was like very, very skinny. I think I was like in middle, I don't know, I was in elementary school. And I remember this time, right? And I remember when I put my hand around my hand, it was like that big, you know. My hand was like, around of my hand, it was like that big, you know. At this point, I could put my hand, I could do like this, and it's still like a decent, you know. But I was not this chubby yet before, you know. Until I got to middle school, because I started to eat, you know. Some people, look, it's a bluebird. I think it's a blue jay. I think that's what they call that bird. He's like standing right there. Now he's hopping on his 2 feet. But anywho, so when I was younger, you know, I didn't like to eat that much, you know. Maybe I ate like one meal, you know. I don't know. It was just like that when I was younger, you know. But now I'm like eating more. And I remember this one time, right? I was going to, I think it was Strawberry's Head, right? And I'm not gonna say her name, but she was kind of thick, you know. And she was like, I'm gonna call her thick, you know, because that's what she was, you know. And it was my other friend. She was like thin, you know, like a pencil, you know. And it was me, you know. So it was, how can I put it? Thick, me, and skinny, you know, or thin. And we was walking to the driver's class, you know, because it's like across from where the bus drops us off, right? So we was walking, right? And I was like, you guys, I claim myself is thick, you know. And the thickums girl, she was like, no you're not, you're skinny, you know. You are just like pencil, you know. Thin, nothing. Have nothing. And I was like, I can't be pencil, you know, thin and have no meat on me, because I have more meat than the thin one girl. And she was like, no, you're skinny, because I was like, how can I be skinny if Pencil is much skinnier and you can see her bones, you know? So I was like, I couldn't comprehend that. I was like, you're calling me skinny, but I have more meat on my bones than skinny, you know? I'm gonna call her, you know, I'm not gonna call her stick anymore. So she was like, yeah, you're skinny. And I was like, I can't be skinny, you know? And Skinny, I'm gonna call her Skinny, the girl who's skinny, you know? She was like, yeah, you're skinny and stuff like that. I was like, I looked at her, I was like, how can I be skinny and you're skinnier than me? And I can see your bones, you know? So she was like, she was calling me skinny and all these other stuff. And I kept trying to explain myself, because I was like, you guys, I can't be skinny because I have more meat on myself. Look how meaty I am, you know? If like someone like, if someone was hungry, they can totally eat me and just be not hungry anymore. If they eat skinny, they'll be still hungry because she didn't have no meat on her, you know? So I'm contemplating to them and telling them, you're wrong, because I have more meat on myself, you know? So Skinny slapped my butt, you know, and it jiggled. I was like, oh my god, this is so stupid. Why are you touching me? At the moment, I was like, why are you touching me, you know? Like, I know I got meat on my skin, you know, and my butt wouldn't stop jiggling, man. I was like, oh my god. So, and she was like, yeah, you skinny. And I was like, if I'm skinny, then why my butt is still moving? Because you hit me, you know? And I was like, whatever. So at the point, we dropped it. Actually, they dropped it. I didn't drop it because I'm still not skinny, you know? I still had meat on myself. I don't understand when people say, oh, a certain person is skinny, you know? Some people think that thick people is skinny, but they're not. They have a lot more more meat on their bones, you know? It could be a thin, skinny, or it could be a thick, or it could be a fat person, you know? And they would kept saying I was skinny. It didn't really make any sense to me. If you have like stories like this, guys, comment down below. I really want to hear your answers, questions, whatever it is, and I'll answer.